Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics with NK Bhatt. To learn concepts of physics, subscribe this channel and press the bell icon button to get notified for every new video lecture.
Good morning everyone. This is NK Bhatt once again with you in the series of video lectures for atoms and nuclei. In previous video lectures we discussed about the various concepts of atoms. Today I brought another important topic which is related to this section nuclei, and the topic is mass defect. We know that the nucleus comprises of nucleons, and these nucleons are protons and neutrons. It is quite interesting to know that the total mass of nucleons, that is sum of the masses of protons and neutrons, is always found more than the actual mass of nucleus, and this difference is known as mass defect. So you can see the actual mass of nucleus is always less than the total mass of constituent nucleons of a nucleus, and nucleons are protons and neutrons. The difference between total mass of nucleons and actual mass of nucleus is termed as mass defect. So the concept is very easy. Since the total mass of nucleons is more than the actual mass of nucleus, therefore the difference between these two masses is known as mass defect. Mass defect is given by a formula, and this formula is very simple. It is the total mass of nucleons minus actual mass of nucleus. Here the total mass of nucleon is represented by the total mass of protons and total mass of neutrons. You can see the different symbols here, Z, A, ZXA, and they are denoting the different numbers. Here Z is atomic number, and atomic number is number of protons present in the nucleus. A is mass number. Mass number is total number of nucleons, that is the sum of protons and neutron. So A minus Z is number of neutrons present in the nucleus. Here MP is mass of proton and Mn is mass of neutron, and MZXA is the actual mass of nucleus. So various symbols are very clear here. The ZXA is representing any element whose atomic number is Z and mass number is A. Z into MP is total mass of protons. A minus Z into Mn is total mass of neutrons, and the difference of this total mass of nucleons and actual mass of nucleus is equal to mass defect. Now the question arises, where this mass has gone? The difference we have seen here, but ultimately where this mass has gone? So this mass is converted into energy, and another important term here is binding energy. So whatever mass defect we are getting, this is converted into energy, and that energy is known as binding energy. So energy equivalent to mass defect is known as binding energy. To find the binding energy, we will take the help of Einstein's energy mass relation, that is E is equal to mc square. So according to Einstein's energy mass relation is equal to mc square, then binding energy of the nucleus would be mass defect into c square, that is Eb is equal to mass defect into c square. The masses of atom, nucleus and nucleons are measured in terms of the smaller unit, that is atomic mass unit, and one atomic mass unit is equal to 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kilogram. So this mass is almost the mass of proton, and which is termed as one atomic mass unit. So before calculating binding energy, the easiest approach would be to calculate the energy equivalent to one atomic mass unit, and then if we find the mass defect, we can calculate binding energy by multiplying with the mass defect to the energy equivalent to one atomic mass unit. So it is very easy to find energy equivalent to one atomic mass unit. We will take the help of again this formula, E is equal to mc square. In place of m, we can write 1.61 10 power minus 27 kilogram, because it is equal to one atomic mass unit, and c is 3 into 10 power 8, so 3 into 10 power 8 whole square. If you open the bracket, then 3 into 10 power 8 will turn into 9 into 10 power 16, and mass remains as it is. Most of the time we represent energy in terms of the another unit, electron volt. So to convert this joule into electron volt, we have to divide by 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Then we will have E is equal to 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 into 9 into 10 power 16 upon 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, and that will be in electron volt. If you simplify this, the result is E is equal to 931.5 mega electron volt. So this is the energy equivalent to 1 atomic mass unit. And now it's very easy to find binding energy. It is very simple. We will multiply mass defect with this number 931.5 because it is energy equivalent to 1 atomic mass unit. And since mass defect will also be in terms of atomic mass unit, so easily we can calculate binding energy by using this formula. EB is equal to mass defect into 931.5 mega electron volt. So far we discussed about the mass defect and binding energy. Mass defect is the difference of total mass of nucleons and actual mass of nucleus. Binding energy does not give the information about stability of a nucleus. So we use one another important term, that is binding energy per nucleon. It is very clear from the term binding energy per nucleon that we have to calculate the share of binding energy for each nucleon, and for the purpose we will divide binding energy by the mass number. So binding energy is not enough to say about the stability of nucleus, therefore we use the term binding energy per nucleon just to know about the stability of nucleus. Binding energy per nucleon is the ratio of binding energy to the mass number of the nucleus. So binding energy per nucleon, EBN, is equal to binding energy upon mass number. So by using this formula, simply we can calculate binding energy per nucleon. So EBN, that is binding energy per nucleon, is equal to EB upon A. Higher value of binding energy per nucleon ensures the stability of nucleus. So far the known highest value of binding energy per nucleon is of iron, that is Fe56. It is the most stable element present so far. So in that we discussed about the three terms here: mass defect, binding energy, and binding energy per nucleon. To understand these three concepts, mass defect, binding energy, and binding energy per nucleon, I am taking here an illustrative example in the form of a question. Just go through this question. Obtain the binding energy in mega electron volt of a nitrogen nucleus 7 and 14, given that mass of nitrogen is 14.00307 atomic mass unit, and we have to calculate binding energy per nucleon also. So the symbol is indicating here the atomic number of nitrogen is 7, its mass number is 14. Therefore it has 7 protons and 7 neutrons also. So let us begin with the solution of this question. We are in need of the mass of proton and mass of neutron for solving this question. So let me tell you, the mass of proton is equal to 1.007825 atomic mass unit, and mass of neutron is 1.008665 atomic mass unit. So first of all, we will calculate mass defect by using the formula of total mass of nucleons minus actual mass of the nucleus. Here total mass of nucleons is calculated by the addition of total mass of proton and total mass of neutrons. So let us replace the values here: 7 into mp plus 14 minus 7 into mn minus mass of the nucleus of nitrogen. By replacing the values of mass of proton and mass of neutron, we get the term mass defect is equal to 7 into 1.007825 plus 14 minus 7 into 1.008665. Then we get mass defect is equal to, so we have multiplied here 7 into 1.007825, the product is 7.054775, and 14 minus 7 is 7, and 1.008665 as it is, minus mass of the nucleus as it is. After multiplication, we get 7.054775 as it is, and 7.060655. It is the product of 7 into 1.008665. The total of these two, that is the total mass of nucleons, is 14.11543 and 14.00307 as it is. The difference of these two is mass defect is equal to 0.11236 atomic mass unit. So this result verifies the concept that total mass of nucleons is more than the actual mass of nucleus. That's why this difference is positive. Otherwise, it would have been negative if the total mass of nucleons is less than the actual mass of nucleus. Now we have to find out binding energy. We will use the formula for binding energy. EB is equal to mass defect into 931.5 mega electron volt. So we replace the value of mass defect, which is 0.11236 and 931.5 as it is. After multiplying, we get 104.66 mega electron volt. So this is the binding energy. EB is equal to 104.66 mega electron volt. Now we have to calculate binding energy per nucleon also, and the formula for binding energy per nucleon is binding energy upon mass number. So mass number is 14 and binding energy is 104.66. Then binding energy per nucleon is 104.66 upon 14, and the result is 7.47 mega electron volt. So in that way we calculated binding energy per nucleon also, that you can see it is 7.47 mega electron volt, and binding energy is 104.66 mega electron volt. Keep in mind that the stability of nucleus is estimated by using the binding energy per nucleon, not by using binding energy only. So in that way I tried to explain you about the three concepts: mass defect, binding energy, and binding energy per nucleon. I hope this video will help you in understanding these three concepts. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet very soon again with the new video lecture. Till then, keep watching, keep learning.